Have you ever caught someone's eye and felt an immediate connection, as if your souls recognized each other? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to radiate an aura of irresistible charm, while others struggle to make a lasting impression? Has it ever happened to you that a person entered your mind and never came out? What if we told you that the answer to these questions is hidden in the depths of the human mind? In this video, thanks to a Zen story full of Buddhist wisdom, we will see 12 secret psychological facts that will help us better understand people and ourselves. These psychological secrets can illuminate our path to personal growth and understanding others. And if you stay until the end of the video, you will find out why sometimes a person gets into your head and you can't erase them anymore. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to stay updated when we publish new content for your spiritual growth. As the sun filtered through the bamboo trees, creating a mystical atmosphere, the venerable monk Yosai, with his serene smile, turned to the group of pilgrims sitting in a circle at his feet. "Welcome, dear friends," he began in a warm, enveloping voice. "I am honored to share with you some of the psychological secrets I have learned throughout my life. These teachings, if understood and applied, can illuminate your path and help you achieve inner peace." The pilgrims, coming from every corner of the world, listened attentively. They were there because they wanted to discover how to understand the human soul in order to live peacefully with themselves and with others. Yosai, looking everyone in the eye, began by talking about self-perception. We often underestimate ourselves, focusing on our flaws and overlooking our unique qualities. The monk took a small mirror and handed it to a young pilgrim. "What do you see?" "Churches." The young man hesitated, then replied, "I see a man with wrinkles, thinning hair, and tired eyes." Yosei smiled and said, "But I see a man with wise eyes, a kind smile, and a heart full of compassion." Remember, our perception of ourselves is often distorted by insecurities and fears. Others see us more objectively, appreciating our unique qualities that we tend to ignore. True attraction lies in self-confidence and acceptance of who we are, with our strengths and weaknesses. The power of the smile was the second psychological secret that Yosai focused on. "A simple smile can brighten our day and that of others," he said, smiling warmly. When we smile, our brain releases endorphins and serotonin, chemicals that promote mental well-being and emotional balance. The smile is a free gift that we can share with the world, creating a chain of positivity. Imagine meeting a stranger on the street and offering him a sincere smile. You could change his day, and in turn, he could pass that positivity on to others. The pilgrims listened with extreme attention to Yosai's words, and the latter went on to talk about emotional anchoring. Memories can be powerful emotional anchors, transporting us to an idealized past, Yosai explained. An old song can take us back to our childhood. A perfume can reawaken a lost love. But it's important to remember that real life is constantly evolving. Things never stand still. Remember that we cannot change the past, but we can learn from it and use it as a springboard for the future. The psychology of clothing, Yosai continued, is another aspect to pay attention to. With a wave of his hand, Yosai pointed to a young monk wearing an orange robe. "Our clothes are not only a way to cover ourselves, but also a means to express our personality and influence our mood," he said. "The colors we wear, the fabrics we choose, the style we adopt, everything communicates something about us to others and to ourselves. Choosing colors and styles that make us feel good can improve our self-esteem and the perception that others have of us. For example, wearing bright colors can increase our energy and vitality, while soft colors can convey calm and serenity. Constant thoughts play an equally important role in our lives," Yosai said, introducing another point of his teaching. When a person constantly occupies our thoughts, It could be a sign that they represent something important in our unconscious, he said. She may embody qualities we admire, such as kindness, determination, or creativity. Or it could awaken deep emotions in us, such as love, anger, or fear. These constant thoughts can also be a sign that we need to address unresolved issues or unexpressed desires. Instead of ignoring these thoughts, explore them with curiosity and openness. They may reveal aspects of yourself that you didn't know. And now, let's talk about character, Yosai continued. Contrary to what one might think, a person with a weak character can be more dangerous than one with a strong character, he stated. A person with strong character usually has clear goals and solid values, which makes them more predictable and reliable. A person with a weak character, on the other hand, can be easily influenced and manipulated, which makes them more prone to impulsive and harmful behavior. Remember, true strength lies in the ability to control one's emotions and act consciously, not in aggression or the imposition of one's will. When analyzing the people around you, also remember to pay attention to the words they use, because words, my dears, reveal the personality of each of us. The way we use words can reveal a lot about our personality and trustworthiness, Yosai said. People who speak little but precisely tend to be more thoughtful and trustworthy, while those who share every detail may be attention-seeking or have difficulty keeping secrets. Words are powerful communication tools, but they can also be dangerous weapons if used carelessly. Choose your words wisely and be aware of the impact they have on others. Another thing I'd like you to focus on, Yosai continued, is the impact of the media on your life. The content we consume, such as films, books, and video games, can profoundly influence our emotions and our view of the world, he explained. If we constantly expose ourselves to violence, negativity, and cynicism, our minds will inevitably be affected. Choosing positive and uplifting content, however, can nourish our minds and promote emotional well-being. Read books that inspire you, watch films that make you laugh and think, listen to music that lifts your spirits. The pilgrims nodded, happy to hear the wisdom that transpired from the words of their venerable mentor. And Yosai, stroking the cat that slept peacefully at his feet, went on to talk about the bond with pets. The connection between a person and their pet can be as intense and meaningful as that between parents and their children, he said. Animals offer us unconditional love, companionship, and emotional support. And the loss of a pet can cause deep pain, similar to that felt by the loss of a family member. This is because animals become an integral part of our lives, sharing joys and sorrows with us. When analyzing yourself and others, don't forget to pay attention to the law of attraction. Our thoughts have the power to shape our reality, Yosai stated. The law of attraction teaches us that what we pay attention to expands. If we focus on negative thoughts, we will attract negative experiences. If instead we focus on positive thoughts, we will attract positive experiences. The key is to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and abundance, visualizing our goals and believing in our ability to achieve them. In life, it is important to give ample space to rest, continued the monk, looking the pilgrims in the eyes. Excessive stress can negatively affect our ability to think clearly and make wise decisions, Yosai explained. When we are stressed, our body releases cortisol, a hormone that can compromise our physical and mental health. Carving out moments of calm and relaxation in our daily routine is essential to keeping our minds clear and open to opportunities. Meditation, yoga, a walk in nature, or simply a warm bath can help us reduce stress and find inner balance. The illusion of control is another aspect the monk focused on. We often believe we have control over our lives, but the reality is that many things are beyond our reach, he said. We can control our actions and reactions, but we cannot control external events. or the actions of others. Accepting this truth allows us to live with greater serenity and appreciate the little joys of life. Instead of trying to control everything, therefore, let us learn to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can influence. While the pilgrims around Yosai nodded in agreement and discussed the things they had just learned, one of them raised his hand. "Master Yosai," he asked. At the beginning, he promised us to answer a question we often ask ourselves. Why, sometimes, does a person get into our head and we can't get him out? "Dear pilgrims," replied the monk, "according to wisdom and psychology, this phenomenon can have several explanations. It could be a sign that this person represents something important to us, that they embody qualities we admire, or that they awaken deep emotions in us. It could also be a sign that we need to address unresolved issues or unexpressed desires." The next time you find yourself thinking obsessively about someone, instead of trying to banish those thoughts, try exploring them with curiosity and openness. Ask yourself what attracts you to that person, what they represent for you, and what you can learn from this experience. You may discover aspects of yourself you didn't know and embark on an unprecedented journey of personal growth and self-discovery.